This is Michael Orrell of MobileBurn.com, and today I have with me the BlackBerry Pearl Flip 8230 for Verizon Wireless. Take a look at the physical design of it. You can see there's a nice external display. It's 128 by 160 pixels. On the left-hand edge, we've got a 3.5mm audio headphone port, a mute button, and a micro USB connector. This is also the first of two user configurable shortcut keys. The other one's located on the right-hand edge, and we also have the volume controls over here and a micro SD memory card slot. The device ships with a 2 gig card included in the box. On the back you can see the very large hinge, which makes up for part of the unusual look of the device when it opens up. Instead of having a normal hinge that connects, clamshell that connects here, it really works as like two separate flat pieces. It's quite unusual looking compared to most clamshell phones. On the front we also have LED assist light for the 2 megapixel camera. Inside, just like we've seen on other BlackBerry devices for the last couple of years, there's a trackball controller used for navigating. QVGA resolution display. Like other devices in the Pearl lineup, the Pearl Flip uses a SureType configuration for its keypad. So you see 2 letters per key in general instead of 1, just like you would in a full QWERTY keyboard on a Curve or a Bold or something like that. As such, the device uses predictive text for when you're entering, and we'll show you how that works in a little bit. In general, the keys all have a nice feel. The odd curve here might be an issue for some people. I don't find it to be a problem. Soft keys, we don't really have any of those on BlackBerry, but we do have a dedicated menu button here and dedicated back buttons as well. Call send, call end, and if you can tell, the trackball controller that we previously mentioned is kind of hidden in a divot, and that makes it so that it doesn't bump into the display when it's shut down. People have complained about that a bit in the past. I happen to like it. It gives you a good feel of where you're positioned on the device. The Pearl Flip is fairly light, weighs about 105 grams. It feels a little bit hollow, I suppose, compared to some of the other BlackBerry devices, but it does seem to be built quite well. The hinge is very solid. There's no horrible creaks or anything. Just kind of feels light, which isn't always a bad thing. Take a look at the main home screen. You can see that we have a row of icons across the bottom that we can navigate through by using the trackball controller. If you hit the menu button here to bring up the main menu, you can see that those icons correspond with the top row of the main menu. And you can adjust those, move them around as you like, quite easily. You can see I've moved the messaging key there over to the icon to the second from the right, and when we go back to the home screen, it is again second from the right. Makes it very easy to keep things organized the way you like. You can, of course, also hide things that you don't use. Say you're never going to use BlackBerry App World for some reason. You can hide it and make it disappear completely. You can see VZ Navigator support is included on the device because there is a GPS support. Visual voicemail as well. BlackBerry includes its own mapping application. Downloaded apps go into this folder. You can see there's Facebook, Google Sync I installed myself, Flickr client, MySpace as well. If we hit the menu key again, once we're in the main menu, or any other application for that matter, you can go to Switch Applications, and I'm going to move over to the browser, and we're going to pull up the MobileBurn homepage so you can see what it looks like. There's no Wi-Fi on the Pearl Flip, so it makes use of Verizon's EVDO 3G network. So it takes a little while for the pages to come up, but you can see they render quite accurately. We move around with the trackball here and click into zoom. Web browsing works a little bit better on Curves, Bolds, and Tours with their landscape-oriented display, but still this is pretty decent. Load the calendar quickly. This is the agenda view, you can see, so you can see just what's going on each day. There are other views, of course. Daily view, weekly view, and of course a monthly view as well. Fair number of media applications on the device. Of course there's a 2 megapixel camera, there's also a music player. Go through and pick out some music, just start it up. Supports Bluetooth stereo as well for stereo headphones as well as regular Bluetooth headsets. Plays in the background, so you can do other things while you're listening to music. And of course, there's that 3.5mm headphone jack that we mentioned before. Mute button works nicely. We're in the messaging app, so we can show you quickly how the keyboard works. We're going to go create a test SMS message. We'll choose a contact. Darth Tater will suffice. Move down here, and since it's predictive text, we're going to press one key per letter. So THIS is a test message. And like on other BlackBerry devices, we get a double space will turn automatically into a period, which is quite handy. Press trackball to bring up the menu and just hit send to send off the message. So there you have it. That's our very quick look at the RIM BlackBerry Pearl Flip 8230 for Verizon Wireless. Nice flip phone with the BlackBerry OS 4.6 running on it. I'm Michael Orrell for MobileBurn.com.